It's alright.
Oh my god!
Yo guys, what is up? Max on our Wonderlands video, and today we're talking about the top 5 weapons that I would want to see from the Borderlands franchise in Wonderlands. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford tweeted out that Wonderlands could support Borderlands guns dropping and asked us if we wanted to see Borderlands 3 guns dropping in Wonderlands. Now, I think it would be very cool to see Borderlands 3 or Borderlands weapons in Wonderlands, but I'd honestly prefer to lean on the side of new things. I think new weapons and new things to try would be more exciting, but I wanted to make this video because if they do add weapons that we know and love from the franchise, I wanted to talk about which ones are my favorite. Now, I also asked you guys on Twitter, and I got a ton of good replies, so I'm going to be using some of those and some of my own opinions to talk about the top 5 weapons I want to see returning into Wonderlands. Let's get into the video. All right, and at the number 5 spot, we have the unkempt Herald. Now, this was an amazing weapon, and you could maybe argue the most iconic weapon from Borderlands 2. The unkempt Herald, or the double penetrating unkempt Herald, is a blast to use. It's crazy unique to the Borderlands game, and it's been seriously powerful. It was a little underwhelming in Borderlands 3 when it first launched, especially in that you couldn't find a double penetrating variant of it, but it turned out to be one of Borderlands 3's strongest pistols in the game, and being as one of the strongest weapons in 2 and 3, I'd love to see it come back. It's one of my personal favorites and so much fun to use. At number 4, we have the Pimpernell. Now, note, the Pimpernell is from Borderlands 2. It was not in Borderlands 3, but it is one of my favorite snipers of all time, and I would love to see it return in Wonderlands if they're adding returning weapons. This weapon is so unique. It's so great for bossing, for mobbing. It had like unique interactions with enemies' hitboxes that made it really interesting to use, and overall just a super satisfying weapon. The sound of the Pimpernell was amazing in of itself, and I would love to see this weapon return in Wonderlands. At number 3, we have the Soulrender. Now, I would possibly argue that the Soulrender is the most iconic weapon to come out of Borderlands 3. I think it is one of the fan favorites. Yes, the light show, everyone loves the light show. A lot of people really love the Monarch. People love the Reflex/Bladestormer, but I think the Soulrender may be the most iconic weapon in Borderlands 3. So let me know what you think about that, but I would love to see it because we also saw in the Wonderlands gameplay some kind of like necrotic looking spells that were going on, maybe some like dark spells, and I think the Soulrender would fit in perfectly with that. They could do cool things with the skulls that come out of it, and I think this would be a general perfect fit for Wonderlands, and that's what I want to see the Soulrender return. At number 2, we have the Borderlands 2's variant of the Soundhawk SMG. Now, the Soundhawk, the Borderlands 3 variant of the sniper, very cool. I liked it. I didn't think it was as much fun to use as the Borderlands 2 Soundhawk, which I think is my favorite weapon in the Borderlands franchise as a whole. The Borderlands 2 SMG Soundhawk was just so amazing, so satisfying. It was a little bit difficult to use, but when you could hit your shots with it and get that damage off, it's one of my favorite weapons, especially using it with Maya and the Legendary Cat class mod. The Soundhawk, I think, would work well in the fantastical theme of Wonderlands with like the crazy bullet spray, and I would absolutely love to see this weapon come back because, as I said, it is one of my personal favorites. And with that, we get into our number 1 spot. And before our number 1 spot, just want to give an honorable mention to the Maggie. I think one of the most iconic pistols in Borderlands. I did put the unkempt Herald on this list over it because I personally enjoy the unkempt Herald more, but I would love to see the Maggie return, and didn't think this list would be complete without mentioning it. And with that, our number 1 spot is the Sword Explosion. This gun, once again from Borderlands 2, just fits so perfectly into the theme of Wonderlands. It could fire like actual melee weapons. There could be different variants of the Sword Explosion. This was one of my favorite weapons in Borderlands 2. It was so cool to use, and I think is, of the weapons that exist in the Borderlands universe right now, the most fitting gun to return into Wonderlands, especially because it originated from the Assault on Dragon Keep DLC for Borderlands 2 and was probably one of my favorite weapons in that DLC. So Our final spot is the Sword Explosion. Super curious to what you guys would put as your top 5 guns you want to see in Wonderlands if they were making a return from any game. Yeah, guys, that is it for the video. Just a short one for y'all. I will catch y'all in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick thing, I am 100 subscribers away on my second channel from hitting 2K subscribers, where I post a bunch of Dark Souls content, stream highlights, cooking streams, things from like Resident Evil, Phasmophobia. It's just a big variety channel, and I am trying to grow it out. So if you guys are looking for some more content, be sure to follow the link in the description to the More Moxie channel. Appreciate it, guys. Take care. Peace.